last podcast a little bit. Koa's a great dude. They call him Koa the Crazy Hawaiian. It was refreshing on the last time he was here on the show. I also noticed that he showed up like I think 30 minutes late or something like that. He said he's on island time, or maybe you guys told me he was on island time. So I don't know what's going to happen this morning. Sunday morning. Good morning. Did you guys watch the fights last night? UFC. Something weird happened with the way you purchase the fight from ESPN via Apple TV. Something changed. And I wasn't able to do it just straight through the app on my Apple TV. I was like, am I getting old and I'm not knowing how to navigate the Apple TV? Hey, what's up? Good morning. Did you watch the fights yesterday, Caleb?
Hold on. My audio's not working.
Okay. Anyway, it was a trip. So basically what I ended up having to do is I purchased it on my computer. I purchased it on my phone, then went over to my computer and then streamed it from my computer to my TV. But I think Apple has this policy, as I recall, that anything that they sell, anything that if a third party has an app in the Apple store and you sell products on it and then you sell the products, Apple gets 30%. That's why places like Audible, I don't think you can buy books through the app using Audible. You have to, go through a browser on your phone, not the app. So anything you sell, if you're on the App Store platform, Apple takes 30%. And I think ESPN is found a workaround so that they don't have to give that money to Apple, that 30% of every single purchase someone makes, using Apple TV or the Apple phone when they watch the UFC. And I, whatever that workaround made it so I was having troubles yesterday. Did anyone else have those issues? Does anyone else even use Apple TV? Am I stuck in the Stone Ages using Apple TV? I more and more I see people just going, using smart TV apps. So I don't know what's going on over there. Is that like when I purchased through Google Play? I'm guessing if you have a Droid, I'm guessing the Google Store has some sort of profit sharing, right? You use the Android. I use it, but it's an app on my TV. Yeah, okay. So you have a smart TV. I never thought smart TVs would take off, but everywhere I go, more and more people are using smart TVs. I think what's happened is YouTube TV has made watching TV so easy. And every smart TV has YouTube TV, so people are pivoting to it. Apple TV, where it's at? Yeah, Slater. Aren't you kind of old though? How old are you? Aren't you you're over 40, right? Apple TV is a smart TV app. Maybe there's an Apple TV. So that's another thing that's trippy. You can have a smart TV and probably download Apple TV. So the platform is now an app through your smart TV. But anytime you purchase something using Apple TV or your phone through the App Store, if let's say you're on, I don't know, any app on this, like a game app on your phone, and you make a purchase, Apple gets 30%. It's wild. Yeah, it does. Oh, you're only 36. Okay, you seem so mature. Apple TV, yeah, they call Apple TV and Roku and the Fire Stick. What do they call it? I used to know all that terminology. It's called over the top, OTT, over the top platforms, because it supposedly sits on top of your TV, OTT. What do you use, Mason? What do you use to stream? You either use a smart TV and you got the apps along the bottom, or you use the Fire Stick. What are the other ones? Hulu, Roku? Yeah, exactly like Roku. Yeah. Anyway, you use Roku? I've never even seen a Roku. I use antennas on the roof with a rotor. Oh, Jesus. Wow. Anyway, did anyone else have issues buying it yesterday on Apple TV? I couldn't do it. I had to go to my computer, stream it on my computer, and then use and then send it over to my TV through the network in the house. I find that the smart TVs work slower than the Apple TV. Yeah, that's interesting. When I was in Newport Beach, the TV there, it was a smart TV, and we used the apps through that, and it seemed like it at first, I thought something was wrong with the remote. But maybe it just moves slower. Like, you click it, and it's a 1,000, 1,000 before you get any response from the TV. I use Apple TV, didn't buy the fights, though. Oh. Good morning, Mr. Beaver. The Crazy Hawaiian's coming on this morning, I think, I hope. I showed you the video. He's been on the show before. He was the first super heavyweight, which I think is 265 pounds and over, champion for the Power Slap League. They are already on Power Slap 11. And Power Slap is the brainchild of Dana White, the guy who owns the UFC. I think this is an old fight of his. By old, I mean early 2024. Sevi, are you saying smart TVs aren't so smart? I don't know. I don't use them unless I only use Apple TV at my house. I use smart TVs when I go to other people's house. But then when I'm at Greg's house, they use smart TV. And at the Airbnb I was at in Arizona, we use smart TV, and in Newport Beach, smart TV. Slap fight was better when it was low quality and corny. You mean just like in bars and shit? I remember dudes used to do this in college. Just parties.
Mana. Yeah.
Damn, that dude's face down, ass up. Apple TV's just black box. It's a black box. You get it at Best Buy. It plugs into your into an HDMI port on the back of your TV. It basically turns your TV. Think of it as it turns your TV into a cell phone. You know how your cell phone has all these apps on it? Basically turns your TV into this. And then you download apps like an ESPN app or a Spotify app or a DAZN app, or just you download different apps. That's it. Yeah, it's a small block box that you plug into your TV that turns the TV into a cell phone, except you can't call people. Does Apple TV have FaceTime? Can you download a FaceTime app and use your TV to FaceTime? Yeah, it's like a streaming stick. Exactly. Yeah. Wow, we're all on different planets. I wonder what how do we even know the primary way that people watch TV? I don't even know anymore. I don't see anyone use cable. I mean, they use cable, but I don't see, like, when people go to DirecTV and it's just like hundreds of stations that start, or you can scroll through. I don't see anyone use that anymore. Oh, you can use FaceTime with Apple TV. Fascinating. I guess you have to then plug a camera into your TV. If your TV doesn't have a camera, I don't think my TV has a camera. Yeah, if you use YouTube TV, Pat, there must be some way. It's an app, so somehow you must be using smart TV if you don't have anything plugged into your HDMI ports. Did you watch the fights, Caleb?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I heard it was a decent one. Sean Strickland and Duplessis.
it was wild. In the 5th round, No, in the fourth, either in the fourth or fifth round, he broke Strickland's nose.
He looked like a maimed animal, like he just got into a brawl with a lion or something.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I wonder what let me see, Instagram. I wonder if Sean has posted any pictures of his nose. What a gracious he gave a gracious speech too when he lost.
Sean did.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Oh yeah, here we go. Wow, where's that? Oh,
ESPN.
God, dude, it was bleeding so bad. Let me see what Sean says here. This looks like it was after the fight.
Hey, what up, guys? We've been here once or twice. I'm so grateful for you guys' support, man. You guys are so awesome. Win or lose, you guys always ride, and I appreciate you, Drakus. Fucking hats off, man. Helped fight, broke my nose like 6 places. Silver lining is my nose is so broken, it's really easy to reset. So, it was a new experience. But, I'll be quick. I get so many messages from fans, friends, family, like, hold your head up. It's okay. And you guys, man, like, I'm good, dude. Like, losing sucks, but, like, we all lose in life. And I talk to so many people, whether they lose their job, their girlfriend breaks up with them, and they just find themselves in this hole. But, like me, I love the misery. Like, I love the suffering, because when you're miserable, when you're in pain, when suffering, the moment that's gone, and it will end, and there will be a new day, a better day. Life's good. So, I'm grateful, and being grateful kind of keeps my head up. And, for you guys going through it, look at me, just, broke my nose in front of millions of people. Fucking sucks, lost a fight. And I still got to wake up tomorrow, hold my head up, and be like, hey, man, it's a new day. Gotta sack up and be a man. So for you guys going through it, look at me, and, I hope that fucking your day gets better.
Oh, after the fight in the back.
You see him flip him off. You see Sean flip Duplessis off.
No, when? In the ring?
Right at before the decision.
Yeah.
They were like coming together, and Strickland just flips him the bird. And
oh no, that.
And
do you have video of that?
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, how did I miss that? How did I miss that?
You got a mustache and a banana hammock, bro.
Oh, man, how's it going?
Let's go, bro.
Oh, he's just wrestling dudes by. That's awesome.
There you go.
The UFC fan, the people in the Instagram comments suck, and the fans suck. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, he was such a gracious sport. I thought it was a great fight. People are complaining. Same with the women's fight. The women's fight was amazing too. People boo every time they go to the ground, or there's wrestling, or there's jiu-jitsu. But from home, the camera's like zoomed in on them, and you can see them working. I fucking love that shit. And I loved watching Sean just jab. You know what I mean? I love the jab. I love a good jab. I thought the fight was dope.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks that he lost. I wanted him to win. And it sucks that he broke his nose. I mean, he broke his nose, dude, and it started pouring blood like you've never seen, and it was like spurting out everywhere. And then he basically, for like a minute, ran from Duplessis, like literally ran from him, because he was trying to figure out, like, like when you get hurt, you're doing damage assessment.
Yeah, you just try to see what's wrong with you, or if you can keep going, kind of thing.
Yeah, and Duplessis was chasing him and throwing so many punches that his mouth opened up and he started breathing hard.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was wild. And then they went into, and then I think I want to say that was, I don't know if that was in the fourth or fifth round, but at that point you knew Sean only had one option but to knock him out, because I think Sean lost every round. Maybe he won the first round. Maybe. I really enjoyed it though. And then the rest of the fights, I didn't even. What's weird is I watched so much UFC, and I still didn't know all the people on the card. That's always weird for me. I didn't even know half the people on the card. I don't know how
Really?
that happens. No, it's like I watch TV. I watch so much fucking UFC, and there were so many. Oh, that's a weird sound. And there were so many people on the card that I didn't know who they were. Sorry, I'm trying to hook the phone up. Oh, that's the okay. Caller, hi. Hello? Hello? Caller?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Hey, so if you've never broken your nose, I broke my nose in a fight, and one thing that happens is you actually start aspirating blood. Caleb can define aspirating for you.
You start drinking it? Does that mean you're drinking it? It's going into your lungs and shit?
You're inhaling it.
Oh my goodness. It's just dripping down the back of your throat.
Do you know, you've been like really congested and sick and stuff, like a sinus infection, you kind of just always kind of have like the phlegm in the back of your throat?
Yeah.
That's because that mucus is coming down like the backside of your sinuses into your airway. Well, the same thing happens when you break your nose.
Wow,
The
I
blood,
didn't
all
even
that
think
blood that
about
you
that.
see gushing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the blood you see gushing out in the on the surface is also happening internally in the
Wow.
in the airway. So it becomes incredibly difficult to breathe because you can't breathe through your nose, but then also you're kind of drowning a little bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, drowning in your own blood. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. Oh, that's nasty.
It really sucks.
Yeah, and that for sure was happening. I mean, there was it was pouring out. I think Michael Bisping or someone said, "Hey, I've never seen bleeding quite like this."
Yeah, didn't he say he broke it in 6 places?
Oh, is that what
it's basically shattered. I mean,
it was he punched him and then his nose was like slid off to the side of his face, and then he just in the middle, like right after that happened, he took his hands and pulled his nose back straight again. It was crazy.
yeah, sometimes that's almost like reflexive, like you have to fix it in real time because you kind of your body doesn't allow you to move on. I don't know how to describe it, but you'll see guys like who break their leg and stuff, they'll immediately grab it.
Yeah.
It's like a instinct to like put it back into place. Even though obviously, like you saw, that wasn't going to happen after he ran from him.
Hey, I thought they could when that happened. I thought they could have stopped the fight. I wonder what the rules are. I wonder, like, you break a leg and they stop the fight, but you break your nose and they don't.
So it comes down to like, are you still able to defend yourself? And you have an argument. So part of like the referee or like what the ref will do in his briefing of the rule set is that as soon as you, they call it voluntary like surrender. So if technically a ref can stop a fight if you run from a fighter,
Right.
technically.
Right.
Because you have now voluntarily like turned your back and like basically surrendered. If you scream, if you shout or anything like that, they can stop the fight because it's an audible surrender. So there's a lot of things they can stop the fight for. Like you said, like they could have stopped it there. In a championship bout and with who those guys were, those refs know how tough they are. They're not going to stop that. I mean, as long as Sean can still fight back and he hasn't relinquished any ability to like defend himself, they're going to keep it going for sure. Whereas like if you break your leg, you can no longer defend yourself. You're fucked.
Hey, that nose heals quick too, right? Like within a week, it'll start like whatever. I mean, it may not heal properly, but all the cartilage or whatever's in there will start connecting again.
Yeah, if you get a good reset, it'll be like you'll be fine in a week. He won't be able to put like pressure on it or train for about 3 to 4 weeks. I made that mistake. I trained a little bit too early and heard it kind of crack again. We had to reset it again, which really, really sucks.
Damn.
Yeah, no, it's a fun break. I recommend everybody breaking their nose at least once in their life.
I broke my nose. It wasn't in a fight. I was high on ketamine and coke, I think, and I was high on something, and I jumped into the shallow end of a pool.
Oh,
and it's still fucked up. I was actually yesterday. I was just kind of like pushing on it a little bit. I wish I would have had it reset or fixed. Now I don't breathe so well out of one of the nostrils.
Did you get the girl?
No.
Surely there was a girl you were doing that for, right?
No, I slept in that night. She slept in the bed with me, and that was the only time, and nothing happened at all. She was just sleep. She was just concerned that like I was that I had a concussion, and I did not get her.
Oh, I thought she was going to pull you out of the pool like the Sandlot and give you a kiss and
Nope.
show her your titties. Show your titties.
No,
You know.
nothing. Just like felt sorry for me, and still she stayed in the friend zone for another 3 years.
Oh, was it Haley?
No, this is long before Haley.
God damn.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy is someone just sent me a LinkedIn notification of all things the other day saying that girl died.
Oof.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right.
She had a serious drug problem the whole time I knew her.
Involved in ketamine and cocaine. I can leave there.
She wasn't even at the house where I was doing the drugs, which was weird. I just ran into her like later on in town when I was high on the drugs. I'm like, you want to go swimming? She said, sure. All right. Well, thank you for the nose break information.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go spar. See you guys.
All right, later, brother. Good luck. Oh, Dylan got a fight coming up. Pat Lang, I broke my nose in men's league hockey. Probably the most painful thing I've endured. Dumbass for not wearing a shield. Ooh. How do you break your nose in hockey? The puck hits you, or
Somebody's stick, probably.
oh man. I don't even know what the ketamine felt like. It's so funny you ask that, because I don't even know what it felt like. I just know when I hit the bottom of the pool, whatever substances I was on completely went away. Like I sobered up like in 1 second. I was like, oh fuck, where am I?
That's got to be weird.
Yeah, it was weird. It was really weird. I was really bummed. You know when you do something stupid and you're just really bummed?
Yeah, you're just like, fuck.
Yeah. You know, like the equivalent to it is like, you know, like I don't know, like you're fixing the latch on a fence post or something, and you're just trying to drill a little hole to get a new screw in where the old screw was, and then you drill the hole too big and the screw doesn't fit anymore, and you've made the problem worse by trying to fix it. And you're just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And just shit's just go, or like you're digging a hole in your backyard and you hit a gas line or a water line, and your whole fucking week is ruined. You're like, what the fuck? That happened to shaft into you, right? In the wall, you hit a pipe.
I hit a water pipe, and then I spent the rest of the week trying to fix the water pipe because I didn't know how to solder shit. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. It's like going hiking and you slide back 200 feet. It's like, what the like, you know, down an icy mountain. Not that that's happened to me. That's what it was like when I broke my nose. I was like, what the fuck? Like everything just went from great to.
It's like a little hit to the confidence too.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, I'm all good. Everything's fine. And then you do some shit like that, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not invincible.
Yeah. You're trying to fix a drawer. Next thing you know, you've broken it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, what? Sevon, I'm surprised you survived your early adult years. Me too. I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised. If my parents knew what I did, they would be nuts. Sevon, I got to try the Niacin sauna cocktail. I've talked about that on here. That shit is crazy.
What is niacin?
I don't know what it is, but I heard that not the Jehovah Witnesses. What's the other weirdos? The Scientologists. I heard they give it to you, and then you go sit in a sauna, and it like you push out all the all the drugs you've ever. It's like some sort of detox program. And I did it for like a couple weeks at a sauna in Walnut Creek at a place called Club Sport, and it was sometimes it was just outright painful. It's like your skin catches on fire. It's so weird.
What the hell?
Yeah, and I didn't notice any. I just read that the Scientologist did it, and I tried it. I think it's like a it's like a serious part of their protocol. I think Scientologists are like hardcore, like Puritans. They're like a no vaccine, no drugs, no nothing group. What about Susages? That's what niacin is. Soosages. Oh, it is. It's a vasodilator. I didn't know that.
Just helps you metabolize everything faster, probably.
Is niacin in pre-workout?
No,
No.
I doubt it.
I had a piece of pizza last night. I don't know when the last time I've done that, and my sinuses are all fucked up from it.
Oh, maybe. Hold on.
Niacin, NO, explode. Is that shit in pre-workout?
No, it looks like it's in the Jack 3D though. Jacked. That's another crazy pre-workout. I think that got banned by the military.
Jack 3D.
Yeah.
That's a crazy name. I'm looking at the ingredients for
Oh, here you go. Somebody else says yes, it is. I thought niacin was like a drug. I didn't realize it was just fucking
what is niacin?
vitamin B3.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep. That's the shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
you take a big dose of that and your skin catches on fire. Very
like
weird.
alanine catch on fire or like literal burning sensation?
Burning, as I recall. It's been 20 years, but like literal burn. Let me type it. Niacin sauna burn. Detox protocol, infrared sauna, New Zealand. If you have high levels of toxicity, possibly the niacin flush. Oh yeah, that's what it's called, a niacin flush you feel. And sauna protocol may help you detoxify. However, we recommend not taking niacin. How long does niacin burn last? Niacin users often experience prickly heat or a sense of warmth in the face, neck, ears, trunk, and less frequently the upper body, lower extremities. 1 to 2 hours. I don't remember it being that long.
Wow.
Yeah, just take a big old dose of niacin. I'm no doctor, don't do it. And then get in a sauna. Caleb's looking fit. I think he just got a haircut or something. Are you fit or you just got a haircut and showered?
No, I just normal me.
Normal fit.
Yeah. My headset's not on because my Rodecaster's not connecting to the computer. So that's cool.
Oh, really? This audio is just your computer?
Yeah, it's just off the computer.
Oh, shit. It sounds great.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
30 minutes,
updated and everything, still not doing anything.
30 minutes in and no
Is he on island time?
That's what he said last time.
Yeah,
I was reading the comments this morning. Oh, his sweatshirt is off. Oh, maybe. Caleb took off 5 hoodies.
That's right.
This guest sucks.
Yeah, I know.
I was reading the comments this morning on YouTube from the JR video submission open contest. People really loved that show.
I watched it yesterday. I was fucking dying.
Yeah, people really loved that show.
It was so good. JR, like every time he would just start going off on, he's like, wait a minute. Actually, if you could consult the Oxford Dictionary.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
All of that every time. It was, yeah, he really made that show good. That was so fucking funny.
I was tripping because that show started. I'm like, God, how are we gonna make this entertaining? And then I saw the first one. I'm like, we're fucked. I was just thinking, this show is so fucked. These are so bad.
I was kind of annoyed, like watching the videos.
At how bad.
I was like, fuck, nobody listened. Nobody knew what they were doing. And then I was just so irked by that the whole time. I was like, this doesn't even make sense. All you guys you're not even paying attention.
The importance of communication is when I see stuff like that, I'm like, man, communication is just vital. I saw this post where let me see, Max L. Is it Max L? Oh, I saw this post by Max L. Hodge the other day.
Which one? He posted
Someone
9
sent
of
it to me. Oh my god!
I opened up my
Wow!
Instagram and saw that, and I was like, "You can get fucked."
Wow! I don't know which one it is.
Exactly.
I don't know which one it is because someone sent me a screenshot of it. Let me see if I can. Maybe. What makes a good coach? No, I don't think it's. Is it? Maybe it's not even up anymore. Coaching CrossFit. Why I will disagree. Why I will disagree and commit CrossFit cross. Oh, maybe this is it. Oh, this one. And then I read it and I read it and I had absolutely zero fucking clue what I just read.
Yeah. After the first paragraph,
I did not understand. I mean, CrossFit is at a crossroads. Like I don't like right there. I don't know what he's talking about. So I'm thinking, oh, he's going to tell me what the crossroads are, right? So if I told you, hey, I'm at a crossroads and I don't tell you what it's at, you have to make some shit up in your head, right?
yeah.
So he says CrossFit's at a crossroads. Athlete, coaches, and leadership are caught in a battle over who's right. Okay, I get it. That's so that he just said the same thing twice. We're at a crossroads, but now he's saying it a little bit different way, but same thing. Athletes and coaches, who's right? I'm like, okay, but I need to know, like, what is it? You're saying Coke is better than Pepsi? Like, what is it?
Right.
But if this becomes a fight where one side has to win, we all lose. Okay, opening paragraph. Usually it's the opening sentence of a paragraph, and then you tell me, you lay out the big picture and you dig in.
Intro,
Okay.
3 paragraphs, conclusion.
I get the frustration. I don't agree with everything leadership has done. And already, like, I can't go on. I have no idea what he's talking about. Like, zero. Is he talking about using grips and not using grips, the fight over grips? Is he talking about what the semifinals should be, the filming should be paid for by CrossFit Media or not? Is he talking about, like, I have zero idea what he's talking about. Zero.
Yeah, for sure.
I get the frustration. What do you mean you get the frustration? I don't even know what you're talking about yet. I don't agree with everything leadership has done. I hate that line. Like I hate that line. Like, okay, what do you agree with everything everyone's done? Even the perfect blowjob isn't like perfect.
Right.
I don't agree. I don't agree with how some athletes have handled things. What is he talking about? And then it just goes on and deeper and deeper, and I never fucking figure out what he's talking about. It truly reminds me of being in high school when girls started getting their period, and I was in a conversation with them, and I'd be like, "Holy fuck, this is bizarre." I'm either completely lost, I'm either completely stupid, or this person is like in the clouds. But then listen to the responses. Holy shit, thank you for this. Snorri Baron, you are absolutely right. Always level-headed and wise. Sam Dancer clapping. I'm like, what the fuck did these what? What? Jenna DeLuca, I have to disagree. Disagree about what? What? Max, first I'll just say I respect your voice. And I like Max. Don't get me wrong. I like Max. Both sides need to listen and do their. How is anybody weighing in?
What can they weigh in on?
Yeah, how is anyone weighing in?
We're at a crossroads. We are at an intersection of 2 roads where we do not know where we are. There is.
Look at Annika Greer clapping. What is she clap?
It's the same people who post on the World Fitness Project fucking shit. Oh my God, amazing. This is great. Oh my gosh, this is so fantastic. What are you talking about?
Looking more from hearing from you, Fakowski.
Both online and in person. Bro, this isn't fucking LinkedIn. Shut up.
And the responses are just as vague because we still don't know. Craig Howard, thank you. Spine tingling good. Some guy named Mugford.
How? The only thing that's spine tingling is a blowjob.
A good point. Listen to this. Listen to this response. Listen to this response. This is some guy named Egger.
E. Getterman.
E. Getterman. Thank you. The methodology itself is, as it has been from the beginning, a brilliant, profound gift to those who want change in their lives and those whose purpose on earth is to help them. Sadly, a fish rots from the nepotism, favoritism, self-dealing, hypocrisy. This guy just goes into a fucking word vomit.
What the fuck?
Count me in. A real conversation. Oh God. You're right on the division. Okay, but what is the division? Just so I know. Like, I need to know what's the division so I can weigh in.
It's the intersection of two roads where they split off and they go two different directions. A crossroads, if you will.
And then somewhere he said, Max said something about how he doesn't like social media. People are talking about how social media is bad for communicating, or he doesn't like social media because who the fuck knows why he doesn't like it. But I kind of wish I wouldn't have seen that. Does anyone get it? Did anyone read that and be like, wow, he really drilled that down and nailed this one?
No.
What's trippy is when he was on my podcast, it was like that too. I felt like he was kind of like a slippery fish. I couldn't get him. But when I listened to their podcast with him and the white Superman dude, Brannon, I thought their podcasts were great. I love I've never watched a Train Think Tank podcast and not thought it was great.
I got news for you.
What?
Brandon's not there anymore. So
yeah.
You're gonna have to find another source of information from them.
I took it as he was telling people to rally around the community and methodology. Right. And I understand how people can take that and make that into anything they want, but I have no idea what he's saying. I have to make up some shit to understand it. It was the greatest. It was the fastest. It was the most refreshing. You should consider trying it. Thank you. 7, what are you talking about? You know.
The thing.
That
one thing that we did that one time, it was amazing.
Don't be stupid. You know what I'm talking about.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's
you should know.
I started typing. I'm sorry, I have no idea what you just said, and then I was like, I like Max. I don't want to like. It seems like maybe he seems like a little bit like an ostrich. Like every once in a while, he has to put his head down into to, like he gets his fill. And I was like, you know what? I ain't fucking with him. Like, he's a good dude. I ain't fucking. It seems like he's saying stop fighting over moral high ground and just work out. Maybe you should. He needs an editor then to just say that.
Look at ESC sounds. I probably did project onto that.
Yeah, I mean, let me tell you, you could project all sorts of shit onto it. It's good for that. I mean, it really is like, it's really great, but I couldn't follow it at all. So I got schooled yesterday, big time.
What did you do?
Big time, crazy schooled. It was so awesome. So I told you about that scene I saw in The Chosen, right? Where like Jesus and his buddies get the Airbnb and his friends are all kicking by the campfire, drinking and partying and having fun, the apostle dudes. And then like they get into a fight around the fire. Meanwhile, the guy who's fucking hooked up the whole party and is doing the party is out like, a few hundred yards away getting mobbed by people working, and none of his homies like got his back. You know what I mean?
Right.
It would be like if you rented a house and then you were out paying for it and all your friends were just raging and drinking all the beer. Yeah. And then when the friend comes, and then when the dude comes back to the Airbnb, they don't even like clearly he needs some help, right? Like his feet are bleeding from standing all day and wearing shitty sandals. He can't even take his jacket off because his back hurts. Like he's worked.
Yeah.
He's worked. Yeah. And none of his homies come over to him. And meanwhile, his friends are getting in a fight at the campfire with each other. The 13 or 14 dudes he invited. And the dude's mom's there. Mary's there. So I'm getting all fucking pissed and annoyed that they didn't like stay by him and like help him navigate all those people. Like, why did, if your homie's so valuable to you, why weren't you over there when the mob was like getting autographs from him, right?
Right.
Like, what the fuck? And now that he's back, you're not offering him food. You're not going to wash his feet. You're not going to help him take his jacket off. You're not going to like help him to his room so he can lay down. And it's fucked up. It's so fucked up. But and I was annoyed by that. But my wife yesterday after the podcast, I walked in and she walks over to me and she goes, I think you missed the point of that story. And I'm like, oh, what's that? And she goes, the point of that story is, my wife's a Jew. Like, she never heard that. She doesn't know any, she did. I don't know what she knows, but she doesn't know any Bible stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she goes, the point of that story is when when you forget Jesus, you start to fight and bad things happen. And so they forgot about their homie who brought them there and was the center of all their love and all the good things that happened. And instead of thinking about him and like experiencing how great everything is, they started fighting with each other because they took their eye off the prize.
Mm.
And you could supplement Jesus for anything. You could put anything in your life, but it's like, it's like fighting with your wife and forgetting why you married her. Oh,
Right.
I love, like, what am I doing?
Right. Okay.
It's like getting mad at your dog because he chewed your shoes. And it's like, motherfucker, you got the dog. You bought the dog. What, you didn't think a puppy was going to chew? Like, you bought a dog. You don't think you're going to lose 3 pairs of shoes in the first 6 months?
Right.
And so it's like, it was just so profound when she told me that. Cause like, yeah, the point of that is, when you forget Jesus, bad things happen in your life. Cause they were fighting. I guess I didn't draw that. They were fighting at the campfire.
Right.
The friends amongst themselves.
Yeah. And Jesus was out there just working.
Yeah, just out there working. And if they would have remembered him and stayed with him, everything would, because everything around him is good as shit, right? Miracles happening, people getting healed, water turning into wine, fucking crazy bitches turn insane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That should actually be pushed more than the water than the wine. He turned a crazy bitch sane. That's great. That's wild. Yeah. Anyway, I was just like, damn, how does my Jew wife know this? But I thought, and then I just thought about it all day. I was like, oh yeah, that's it. If you forget Jesus, then you'll bicker. But if they would have just been focused on their homie, who's your Super Bowl pick? I have no fucking idea. I do want Philadelphia to win though. I don't want the guy who looks like SpongeBob, Max Holmes, to win again.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes.
I'm getting so bad with names.
Really?
It's getting it's getting really bad. I had to Google yesterday, is forgetting names a sign of Alzheimer's, and it's not.
I think you just know, at some point you just meet and know so many people. It's like, it's just hard.
Yeah. I guess a bad sign is if you're driving home from somewhere and you forget your way.
That would do it.
Yeah, Kermit Mahomes. Oh yeah, he kind of does look like Kermit. Mahomo. I wish I used to be a Raider fan, you know, all through my youth as a kid. I grew up in the Bay Area, and I couldn't stand Denver or Kansas, or maybe I have some of that residual racism left in me.
You just hate flyover states?
Maybe that too. I don't even think they exist.
Good.
Kylie Popino. A three-peat. I want to see the history of it play out regardless if they're annoying. I get that. And the Pfizer dude's on that team too, right?
Yeah, Travis Kelce.
And he's good?
He's pretty good. I'll give him that.
And he's the tight end?
Yeah.
And the tight end's usually like a big white dude? That's the way it was when I watched football too. It was usually like a big white dude.
100%.
A little slower than the black guys, but like broad shoulders.
Tall, like just a good target for short pass plays. Good at blocking a little bit.
And that dude's still dating Taylor Swift?
As far as we know, yeah.
So there'll be all those camera shots that pan up to her and all that stuff.
Yeah, probably.
A bad sign is when you do an interview and your guest has to remind you that this isn't their first time on the 7 on podcast. No, that better not be a bad sign. Because then I'm toast.
It's already started.
Harvest CrossFit. You've been talking about the CrossFit Kid and the Dove commercial, but do you remember when Dan Bailey did a Michelob Ultra commercial? I don't remember the commercial, but I remember that like it being a thing.
He was I think Brooke Hens was in that same commercial.
I don't even think, isn't that funny? Isn't that funny that Dan would sell beer? I don't even think Dan's ever had a beer. I don't think he does that.
Probably not.
I want to show you guys, speaking of which, are you looking for the Michelob commercial?
Wow, it's gone. The video's private now. Spin actually posted it in 2017, if you can believe that.
Spin was around then?
Yeah, I guess.
I should do more shows with Spin and JR and Souza. What a bunch of different characters. This is Andrew Hiller's Instagram. I was tripping on this.
You hear that?
Yeah. That bird landed on your roof?
I think a squirrel did.
Oh, yeah, squirrel. That's funny. I recognize that sound when I used to live in a motorhome.
It scares the shit out of me still.
This is Andrew Hiller's Instagram account, and he's very, I don't know if the word is calculated or process oriented, but like Hiller's the kind of person where there would never be socks in his underwear drawer. Things go into silos.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that you would never, like, his shit's fucking organized. Extremely organized. And so it kind of caught me off guard that he posted this. Because his account isn't an obituary section, right? Like his Instagram account is fun and it's provocative, right? And you go there for provocative shit.
Right.
And stuff that stimulates you around all things fitness and health and nutrition. And so this guy, someone must have sent him a DM. It says, Andrew, so this is kind of random ask, but we had 2 members of our gym family pass away last Saturday in a car wreck. And Tim was one of your followers. I guess that's one of the guys that died. This sucks. He also talked to me about you and asked if I had seen your post and videos. I got him one of your no rep shirts that he wore all the time. Anyway, if you can share this memorial workout in his honor, that would be amazing. And I know he would have thought that was the coolest thing ever. We are laying him to rest on Monday, and our gym is doing his workout that evening. And he posted it. And the workout is called Timothy, and the guy's name is Timothy Warmack. He was driven, never missing a chance to get better. He loved his hoochie daddy shorts, country music, and every competition he could talk his friends into. And the workout is a row, bar muscle up, front squat, shouldered overhead workout. And I started thinking, do you remember when last year there was a swimmer, there was an athlete passed away at the CrossFit Games? You remember that?
I think so, yeah.
And most people refuse to say his name.
Yeah.
Even the people who say he'll never be forgotten.
Right.
Most people can't even say his name.
Yeah, I've noticed that. It's
got a trippy spelling. It's pronounced Jukic, his last name, but it's spelled with a D, Dukic.
Yeah. Thought we made fun of him for it a little bit.
Oh, always. He was great. His existence was very similar to mine. He was a great sense of humor and loved being made fun of.
Yeah.
He could dish it and take it.
That's what we like.
Lazar Jukic, the great Serbian or Croatian or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed when this gentleman, this athlete, the great European athlete, Lazar Jukic, died, all of a sudden people were posting pictures of him. on the internet, right? On their Instagram accounts.
Right.
And up until that point, those people's Instagram accounts had never had a picture of them. Matter of fact, those people's Instagram accounts, 90% of their accounts were pictures of their like a pussy or their ass or their tits.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And they never and they waited till he died before they ever posted a picture of him. But yet he was their best friend. They loved him.
Allegedly.
And they wore his shirts and they cried and they forfeited events in his name, but not even a post. He won the European Championships as the fittest man in Europe 3 times. Never made a post about him. And so when Hiller posted this, I was like, wow, these same athletes would never do that.
No.
These dozen athletes, you don't see them using their platform for anything but pictures of their latest lift, the latest angle on their asshole, their pussy hole, or their titty hole. And
yeah.
It's so bizarre to me that people would listen to that words are stronger than actions to people. Pussy pictures, what they say when trauma hits, like the after the fact stuff. Just go back and look at just how people are every day. Anyway, kudos to you, Hiller. It's a great post.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it got me to stop and think. It adds value. Love a good titty hole. Yeah. Did I miss the power slap guy? No, I don't think he's coming. I think we have to reschedule. Maybe I'll send him a text. I'll say hopefully we can reschedule. Hopefully we can reschedule. I stayed up till midnight. God, I stayed up an hour past my bedtime last night getting ready for this. Darn it.
Watching the fights or no?
Are you accusing those people of? I bet you Pat understands what Max El-Haj wrote. He can spin any. He can understand anything. Are you accusing those people of being opportunistic with someone's death? I don't know. I don't know what I'm accusing him for. I don't think those people I think those people. I don't think those people are like psychopaths. I don't think they're like, he died, how can I use this to make myself feel better? I have heard from 2 different of the fucking highest level fucking popular athletes that you guys all know say stuff like, yeah, I had to make a post because I was more concerned of what people would think if I didn't make a post. That shit is fucking crazy to me. Like, you made a post because you were concerned that if you didn't make a post, what people would think. I can't relate to that fucking at all. I don't even, like I said, I'm forgetting people's names. That's some fucking advanced thinking shit. I can't do that. Oh, you're being sarcastic. Oh. So I don't know if I don't think that they're psychotic and they're like, hey, I'm going to leverage. I don't think they don't consciously think I'm going to leverage Lazar's death to do shit, but they're doing it. That's what I mean. Their actions speak louder than their words. Like, you can say whatever you want about Hiller. He's using his platform to help people and make people feel better, where these other people are like, man, life's all about doing the right thing and making people feel better. And yet you never fucking see them take action on it. It's just all word shit. I had to post a black square. Yeah, shit like that. Sean Sullivan, in my 51 years in this earth, I've learned that most people would rather be lied to with words than show the truth with actions. Why do you guys keep saying Souza understood? Did Souza comment on Max El-Haj's?
I think he liked it, but I don't know if he commented anything on it.
Maybe he just likes Max El-Haj. I'd say 80% of the posts that I like, I like them because I like the people. I don't even look at the post. I'm just like, I like you. Give you a like. I like you. Miss Popino. Is that a boy, Kylie? I mean a girl, Miss. Miss Popino. It's still not sitting with me well. It's still not sitting with me well with Annie. I think I know what she's saying. I'm gonna pretend like I know what she's saying.
She having a stroke?
She's gonna do the open, just not register, but in or out, lead with some action rather than just some protest. Yeah.
Gonna do it, but I'm not gonna like it.
It doesn't sit well or not well with me, but it makes for fucking great content. I'll tell you that. That peer pressure crap is so juvenile. I'm a people pleaser, but I don't get sucked into that crap. It's just crazy that people betray themselves. You posted a picture of Lazarus' death, and yet the last 8,000 posts of yours are of your ass, and you're acting like Lazarus is your best friend and like you care. It's like, dude, we already know you don't give a shit about anything. Everything you're doing is about selling your ass. Like, mix that shit up a little bit. Like, if maybe like every fourth post you were like showed a dog that was available at the local fucking pound. Do people still use that word, the pound? If I said, hey, I got a dog from the pound, would you know what I'm talking about? Or do I have to say animal shelter?
No, I know the pound.
You know the pound, okay. Yeah. If every fourth picture was like you put showing like a kid who needs to be adopted somewhere, or every fifth picture was an animal shelter photo, then I might like believe you for 1 second. But I already know who you are. And it's okay. I don't think it's wrong to sell your asshole for followers and rent money. I'm not passing judgment on it.
Get it where you can, man.
Yeah, do what you got to do.
Everybody's got their use in the world. Some of them just have really nice buttholes.
What do you think about Danny has this thing, it's called passes.com or something.
Yeah.
And basically you can pay her money and she'll be your friend. Like, if you pay her $100 a month, you get access to her. You know what I mean? I was thinking about how weird that would be if I sold my friendship.
What? Yeah. What do you get out of that? You just like, oh, I can DM a hot chick.
Or let's say you're like a girl who's like has a similar body to her, and like you want to pay her $100 a month. Like, maybe it's like therapy. Maybe it's therapy, and like you can be like, hey, well, you know how like she's just built different. She's not, you know what I mean? Her body's so distinct from everyone else's body. She got the giant caboose. She's short. She got the tiny little waist.
How many people do you think are gonna?
She almost looks like a caricature of a human.
Yes.
Rather than a human.
How many people do you think are gonna subscribe to that level of whatever the fucking subscription is, $100 a month, are gonna be women who want to talk to her about being a woman?
Oh, you think it's dudes just trying to get pictures of shit?
It's gonna be all dudes that just want to fucking talk to her.
More, I guess, yeah, that was stupid of me to say that, because I guess her portrayal on the front end, like I've said before, is just jack off cum dumpster material. And so she's going to attract more saying, okay, so people pay $100 of, maybe a guy's wife just died and he needs like a hot girl to talk to.
You know how it's so not that hard to do that outside of paying somebody to do it.
Dump truck hotties. You think she's heard that, dump truck hotties, and she's like, fuck, that's so fucking good. If someone wouldn't have come up with it, I would have run with it.
Maybe. I hope she's, because it's fucking awesome.
I'm gonna show you this. If I can find it. Did I send? Oh, here it is. I apologize if I've played this on the show before, but I really like this. This is in relationship to like selling selling access for friendship. Okay, watch.
Rich and happy don't go to school because schools teach you things to be not successful. And the biggest one is they punish you for making mistakes. And most school teachers are poor because they're afraid of making mistakes. We have to get free of our indoctrination into servitude and slavery. Go to school, get a job, work hard. Don't make mistakes. Save money. Savers are losers. Because the price of gold's going up. It doesn't mean gold's going up. It means the dollar's coming down. Real estate is going up because the dollar's coming down. And they don't tell you that in school. And so when markets crash is when I get rich. So my whole practice since I was a kid, practicing making money out of nothing. And the reason so many people are afraid of quitting their jobs, becoming free, is they don't have the skills. The number one skill of an entrepreneur is, can you sell?
There it is. Skills. That's the part. Skills.
And when you can do that, money flows in. It's skills that make you rich, not money. If you want to be rich,
It's skills that make you rich. And I was thinking about that. I was like, oh yeah, school doesn't really teach you any skills.
No,
No skills.
none whatsoever. Maybe teaches you how to fucking write 10-page papers with a bunch of fluff, but that's it. That's not useful. It's not a skill.
Yeah, no skills. And and what I was thinking about was just like, okay, well, what can she's worked so hard on her body, and her body does it attracts men to it and people to it, right? And so like just think of her body is like a Whole Foods, right? It's like a place that draws attention and people come there for their needs. And it's a marketplace and she's offering something up. And I guess in an ideal world, if you're famous, whatever you offer, you wouldn't have to interact with the people, right? Because then you can't scale that, right? Like if you're selling stuff for $50 in interaction with people, that's not scalable. You're going to run out of, do you know what I mean by scalable? You only have so many hours in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So let's say if I like this shit, like YouTube's awesome because like it's infinitely scalable. Many people can watch my show as they want. When I go to bed, it's still playing. But if you're selling shit that's not scalable, which is like interactions with yourself, that's not good. Unless the demand is crazy high, like a high-powered lawyer, and you can charge, $2,000 an hour.
Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense.
But if you're selling interactions with humans at $50 a pop, you're fucked.
Yeah, because what? You're only awake 14 hours of the day, 15, 16 hours of the day.
Yeah.
And how much of that time is you sitting on your phone just responding to DMs? Opposed to like now you also have other obligations. Like if you're Danny Spiegel, you're training for 4, 5, 6 hours of the day. And then you got to get food, and then you have to take your dog out and all that. So
that's why it's so important for if you're an athlete to get along with the fucking media, because they're the only way who scale you. They're the only way that you're doing this thing in a gym and you want the whole world to know about it.
Right.
It's kind of, you remember when Ryan Fisher had that interaction with the judge? He got pissed and the judge no-repped him. He's like, I'll fucking kill you.
Right.
Or whatever he did. Like he should have just leaned into that.
How do you spin that? How do you do that?
Yeah, dude. Like, so 50% of the people hate him right away, right?
For sure.
And of those 50% who hate him, 49% hate him just because that 1% of the 50% told them to hate him. That's not cool.
Okay.
But when you lean into it, the other 50% like me, I'm like, he's like, dude, I was fucking pissed, dude. I'm trying to fucking win this fucking thing. So I told the guy to kill him and I fucked up. Fuck you. Judge me if you want or not. I'm here to fucking win. I'm like, yeah, damn, this dude's a badass. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And I kind of get into him a little bit. And then even if I don't like him, I want to see him in the next competition because I want to see someone beat him.
Okay.
And then after 5 years of watching that shtick, I'm like, I kind of like this dude now. You know what I mean? Kind of liking this dude.
Cultivated fan base off of that.
Yeah. I get to see him change. I get to, you know what I mean? I get to see it build. You know what I get to see the.
Probably won't be like that forever.
Yeah. But hey, dude, it's either that or kind of like defend it or say sorry to it, but it's really, I mean, like, I don't think he was being fake. He was fucking pissed. I don't think he was also gonna actually kill the person, but I'm not like, hey, this guy's a fucking dirtbag. Fuck, like, there's things that are so much worse. The guy who, while you're in there fucking the SoCal regional and he's telling a judge just because he's pissed, I'll kill you. 4 guys broke into your car and stole your shit. Those are the real assholes.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't know where I was going with that, but it was just in regards to like, oh, the media. So like, how are you fighting with the media? How are your agents fighting with the media? How is anyone like, how are you not embracing just every, like, take every, like, you get one shot at this.
It's just like what CrossFit's doing right now, where they're collaborating with all of these posts. You have the community at large of affiliates who are all recording their like, hey, are you signed up for the open? Hey, we're doing the open. Hey, we're in for the open. And
Yeah.
now they've just 10x'd their output on social media because they're just collaborating with everybody. And so now, like, think about how much less work has to be done on CrossFit's side. Like, they don't have to go out there and they don't have to send somebody out to these affiliates for as many as they would normally.
And people like them more too. CrossFit you have 600 followers and you live in fucking Missouri and they agree to a collab and now you're on an account that has 1 million followers. You're like, oh, you like them. That's cool.
Yeah. I was kind of tripping when I was when it was you, me, and Boz, and they collaborated with that.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's easy. It's so easy for them. It's a win-win-win-win-win on all fronts.
Yeah.
And then the people who are like, why the fuck would you collab with the Sevon podcast? Well, then they make something and CrossFit collabs with them and they're like, oh, I love CrossFit.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's how it works. Yeah. Try being mad at someone who gives you a handy.
It's hard, man.
It's hard. You're so fucking pissed at your wife and you get a handy and she's the greatest thing ever. You're like, God, I was an asshole for ever being mad at you. God, I'm a piece of shit. Like Ricky Garard's arc. Everyone loves him now. Yeah, he's the shit.
He leaned into it. He was like, yeah, I fucked up, but hey, I'm still gonna.
Yeah. I'm still gonna do drugs and just not get caught.
Exactly.
Oh my God, did Sevon say Ricky's still on drugs? Cut that and send it to someone.
I wish I could use my record scratch, but it doesn't.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you trying.
But
I have some. You know what I found the other day?
It's so deep. It's so deep. Oh my God, I'm panicking. You can't even tell.
Well, I can tell. I can tell. I see what's happening to Rad over there. I know you're panicking. I can tell. Which agents are fighting with the media? Oh, you will see. It will surface to the top very soon. It will surface to the top. We got a whole new fucking batch of Woolies, John Woolies. It's crazy. It is truly nuts. Because these agents represent some really fucking cool people. And yeah, you'll see. Give it a little time here. It's going to surface here soon. And it's going to be a bloodbath. It is going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be fun. Pat, I'd love Ricky a lot more if I could understand a word he ever says. Well, I like Max El Haj a lot. I didn't understand a fucking word he wrote. The cultural Marxists are making a big push to destroy CrossFit because it's merit-based. Here's the thing, though, dude. Like, look at even though I think the Bud Light, I like Arby's made a commercial, even though I saw it the other day and I think it's so stupid. I bet you Caleb likes it. Have you seen the Arby's commercial they're going to show on the Super Bowl?
No, I haven't.
it's got this blonde slut, and she's like eating a hamburger, and they haven't done something like that like in 8 years. You're gonna love it. It's got muscle cars and a fucking like.
I remember when I did one of those like that, and it was like,
yeah,
you're like sick. I love that.
Yeah. I think I liked it when I was your age too. Not that it's an age thing. I just didn't. I don't like that look. I like that girl. I don't know.
Let me look it up, and I'll give you a what I think. Let's see.
And Budweiser's doing like a commercial. I had someone over at my house yesterday, and I'm like, dude, they're still doing the black national anthem at the Super Bowl. Why are they doing that? It just alienates people. And my buddy goes, what are you talking about? What's the black national anthem? I was so happy when he said that. I was like, never mind. Do you know? Like, maybe it's the chick I don't like. I like not that I have any problem with blonde chicks, but I like Daisy Duke.
Daisy Duke.
Yeah, like that. Like that's the look I like.
Hold on. Are you talking about Carl's Jr., not Arby's?
I think it's Arby's. Yeah, perfect. Again, don't even listen to me. I don't even want to talk about the black national anthem. Yeah. Do you know who Daisy Duke is?
I just looked her up. And
like
Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah, like this chick's just too skinny for me. Maybe CrossFit girls ruin girls for me. I don't know. Hey, dude, I don't even have I don't have a battery in this. My shit's all sideways, dude. I don't even have a battery in this camera. The microphone works. Is it? You're cold? Is it cold in here? You could turn.
No, it's cold outside.
Oh yeah, it's cold outside for sure. Yeah, this one.
Carl's Jr.
Yeah. Did you just wake up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. Do you want to nap with me after this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ready? Dude, I stayed up till midnight. After you guys went to bed, I stayed awake.
Who won, the Hawaiian or dumpling?
Dumpling ended up winning.
Oh.
I know, it sucks.
So, is he the champion now?
Dumpling's the champion now. And the dude didn't show up. Yeah, like that's not like her face. I mean, she's a pretty girl, don't get me wrong. She's just not Americana for me. Oh, it's Carl's Jr. Holy shit. Maybe I do have Alzheimer's. I was so certain it was Arby's. I don't think I've ever been to a Carl's Jr. or an Arby's.
Really?
Mm-mm. Have you?
Yeah.
Have you been to a Wendy's?
Yes.
I've been to a Wendy's.
My wife loves Wendy's Frosties. So
anyway, do you see her face? How it's just like I don't know. Maybe I've been watching The Chosen too much. I like a big titted, thick, black haired, crooked nosed Jewish girl.
Oh, you've been cleansed, huh?
I guess I don't know. I like Do you remember the movie Casino Royale?
Yeah, of course, dude.
Do you remember that Middle Eastern chick that rides on the horse? She got like a big nose and thick black hair or some shit. Really liked her.
The Bond chick? You're talking about Ava Green? Or are you talking about the Spanish chick?
Maybe she's Spanish. And I'm okay with like exploiting women for their beauty, like, but they still have to be women. Like they just can't be just. I don't know. I'm getting fucking old.
Yeah, I can tell.
All right. Hold on. Let me see if I can connect.
You're talking about this chick on the right?
Yes.
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah, and she's like, right. Can you get a picture of her on the horse? That horse scene? God, that was crazy. Call her. Hi.
What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Just calling in to remind everyone about the Super Bowl bet.
Oh, yes. Today's the day.
Today is the day.
Today is the day. You've built some skill acquisition. You got into coffee many years ago. You figured out how to buy raw beans from a place. You went to one of those hippie places where people roast their own beans. You learned, you cut your teeth. You gave yourself you got a PhD in coffee, from where to grow it, where to buy it. Yeah, sorry. Hold on one second, Gabe. This chick, I guess she's pretty skinny too.
She hot.
God, she's so hot. Dark women are so hot. The darker, the better. No offense. I mean, I like white blonde girls too, but so okay. So 10 a.m.
Carl's Jr. commercial.
So yes, I do like albino hot Icelandic chicks. I'm sorry. Oh, we say hi to Ari. Hi, Ari.
I think I'm good. Okay.
Oh, he says he thinks he's good. All right. Fine, yeah. All right. Catch him. Please don't speak to my son anymore. All right. Fine. Sorry. That was rude. That was kind of uncomfortable. I forgot Katrin was here. Okay, 10 a.m. today. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, 10 a.m. today. Paper Street Coffee. What a deal.
10 a.m. where?
Starting now.
You're gonna bet?
No, I'm not gonna bet. Gabe's betting. The Paper Street Coffee dude's betting. He's fucking crazy. He's out of his fucking mind.
He is.
Yeah, listen.
Basically, you place an order online from now until the end of halftime, the start of the third quarter, and it locks you into the bet. If the Eagles win, your order goes through as normal. You pay for your order. If the Chiefs win, in theory, you get your money back. Basically, we give you your order. So if you spent $69 worth of coffee, we're going to give you a gift card worth $69 that you could use at our website.
Nice.
If the Chiefs win.
Yep.
The Chiefs aren't gonna win.
Shouldn't you?
I hope so.
Shouldn't you? Why don't you pick the Eagles? Doesn't that seem like better money for you because the Chiefs are supposed to win?
Last year I picked the Chiefs, so I'm not, going to try to ride anyone's jock.
Okay, all right. So everyone should be what you do is you go to Paper Street Coffee right now. Don't spell out street. PAPERST coffee.com. You make an order for $207. Then the Chiefs win and you get your fucking coffee and a $207 gift card. If the Eagles win,
yes, sir,
you get your coffee anyway. You just don't get the gift card.
That's right. You get to add to my stress for the next few hours, to be honest with you.
No, it's not. Mike McCaskey says it's 50% off. No, it's not 50% off. It's 100% off. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see how you can see how it's 50% off too. I guess it depends on how you think of it. Either way, it's crazy not to buy coffee. Like, just go buy it now. You got enough coffee in stock for it? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Ari. Interrupt the show. Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you something nuts after the podcast.
Oh, really? You can't tell me now? It's inappropriate?
Well, not inappropriate, but...
Is it from a TV show that I let you watch that you shouldn't have watched?
No.
Oh. Is it about last night?
No.
Okay. Will you point the mic at your mouth a little bit?
It is at my mouth.
A little bit. Point it. Just turn it down a little bit. Pull that. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
You look good this morning. All right. That's awesome, Gabe. Thank you.
Will I open a whole can of worms for you if I use the word sodomize?
I don't know. Let's see. Yep. Can't. But it's already open since you said it. Did someone get sodomized?
What's sodomized? No. The only reason I would
sodomize mean. The only time I've ever heard the word sodomize.
Hold on. Let me just. Okay. So the only way I would go to jail is if I sodomized David Weed, which is most likely to happen. There's a 1,000% chance that whenever he stops hiding behind whatever he is, he's gonna get sodomized.
Hey, so let me tell you.
With all due respect.
Let me tell you when I hear the word sodomized, Gabe, this is actually what I think. I read this article one time. Ari, you should probably not hear this. I read this article one time where it said some kid had got sodomized in the football locker room. And I was like, what does that mean? So I looked up, I kept digging into the article to find out what happened to him. And it was a boy that the other boys had pinned down and they had taken a mop handle and shoved it in his butthole. And so for me, whenever I hear the word sodomized, I just think of a mop. I know that's disgusting, right, Ari? You go to jail if you do that to someone.
Did they go to jail?
I don't know, but they probably gotten some. It depends. In Minnesota, they got an award, but in California and Minnesota, they got an award. They get an
award to
some states, but other states like Texas, you go to jail.
Perfect.
Yeah, I know. Perfect. I know. You're right. God, you're a smart kid. So is that when you say sodomize, is that what you're talking about? Putting a mop handle in his butt? Breaking the barrier of his sphincter with a mop handle?
I wouldn't use the mop handle, but yeah. Probably use my own God-given talent.
Fair enough.
And yeah, I mean, last year, like what Mike said, last year I did make the mistake of saying I will refund your order. And you can just imagine how I was just pooping myself when it was a close game, because I would have to refund your order. And this way, yes, I do get to take some profits, but if the Chiefs win, you do get that gift card. So yeah, Mike, you're 100% true. Like last year, I made the stupid decision saying, "Hey guys, there was like $8,000 worth of orders."
You sodomized yourself last year.
1,000%. 1,000%. If you were, my wife was with me watching the game. We were at other people's houses. Everyone was like, "Dude, why are you so pale?" Guys, there's a lot of money I was going to have to refund. And here's the thing. When you refund money, your bank takes a hit too. You take, I think it's like 70 something cents off every transaction.
Oh, God,
So
I
it's
hate
not-
people who return shit. Jesus Christ, I hate you.
Dude, it was such a crazy experience that I learned never to do self-sodomizing like Taylor.
I want to ask you a personal question. This is a little personal. Would you be disappointed if when you came across David Weed and he saw you from across the room, he pulled down his pants and bent over and handed you a plunger begging to be sodomized? Because that is an option. I would not be surprised if David did that. And would you be upset if he enjoyed it? Would that take away some of the satisfaction?
I'm like a hunter, right? I like the thrill of the chase. So no, I would be disappointed. I would be extremely disappointed.
Okay, well, I don't mean to
even
bum you
want
out,
to.
but I just checked the betting odds, and there's 75% chance that he would be begging to be sodomized when he saw you. So
then I would, with all due respect, have to be like, "Hey, David, we're gonna have to reschedule for some other time where I just like come out of the shadows and take you from behind."
Reschedule.
Right.
Yeah, I love the thrill of the hunt. So sorry, David. No, I mean everyone's good dudes. Like we go back and forth, and I hope that's what everyone thinks. Like when I give pushback and people push back a little bit, I tend to go a little bit over the edge because that's how I am. Like I'll open up Pandora's box.
Not me.
And
I'm
then
very
people kinda
level-headed
like-
and balanced. I'm very level-headed and balanced. I never go over the edge.
In theory, but I that's why I like telling people, I like pushing the level of comfortness that someone has just to see who they are, and they 100% of the time everyone always cracks, and I'm cool with that. Like I'm cool. We'll look behind the blind and see the wizard. Like that's nothing, and I'm cool with that. Like if you want to talk shit, I'll talk shit back to you. You concede, all right, we can be chill. Like that's why. Who's the other guy from the UK that you're going to interview?
Me? Oh, Jake Chapman.
Yeah.
Jake Chapman.
Yeah, Jake. He said something, I said something back. And even Mike, said something back. And then I think we're in a good place. I think we're in a place where it's like, okay, like I know you guys aren't about it. You guys aren't about keeping up the charade of like talking shit or keeping up the tough guy act. And then I'm like, all right, cool. You guys are just, for lack of better words, with all due respect, pussies. And I'm just, all right, cool. I concede, whatever.
There is a hazing process that goes on for anyone there's a constant hazing, which I like.
You go. That's
and I like hazing. Maybe it's a guilty pleasure of mine.
Oh,
you need to go through it, right? Like
Yeah.
even your boys probably like just mess around with each other just to see, how far they can take it, and they're always cool at the end, right?
mess around. Yeah, like mess around. You mess around. Yeah, like the correct word. The correct word. Mess around.
Mess around and find out.
No, we beat the hell out of each other.
Oh, you and your brothers? You guys do beat the hell out of each other.
Oh my God.
I mean, I can imagine three boys just going at it.
God, can you imagine in 15 years when they're all three black belts in jiu-jitsu and they're striking monsters? What an asshole I'm going to be when I walk around. It's going to be crazy. I'm like going to push like women with baby strollers down. What?
Nothing.
No, not you.
I mean, hey, you're putting in the time right now to have beasts in the future, so that's dude, I could only hope that my kid, I could do the same to my kid.
Yeah, it's fun. All right. Hey, thank you for the generous offer. It's awesome. Thanks again for always supporting the podcast. What a great deal for everyone on the podcast. Paper Street Coffee. Put the order in now. When the Chiefs win, your order gets doubled in the sense that you get a gift card equal to the value of your order. Very cool.
Heck yeah, guys. All right. I'll talk to you guys. Appreciate you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. So there's a perfect example. That dude supports this podcast. And there is, I think, some perceived beef between, like, T and Shane don't talk to me. I mean, they're not rude to me. Like, if I see them in person, that they'll exchange a pleasantry, a handshake, or a hello. But he can be, just because maybe things aren't the best with the some of the shows on this podcast and Tia or whatever. He navigates all the lands. You know what I mean? He should be a fucking agent.
Shit, probably. He'd
Yeah.
be better than fucking 90% of the ones out there right now.
Why are you looking at me?
I was just thinking of an example of something.
Oh.
There's some things that, like, I'll give this example. I've told this story a bunch of times, but twice. One time I was in a clothing store with my wife, and she was putting on clothes, and I was sitting, like, outside the dressing room, and I brought my wife doesn't like to go clothes shopping, so I took her to this place. I picked all these clothes. I'm like, hey, put on all these clothes. So she put on all these clothes, and she's coming out, and I'm like, I like that one. I like that one. And she comes out, and I was like, oh, your butt looks really small in that. And the lady who worked there was like, yeah, your butt does look small in that. It looks really good on you. And I looked at her and I'm like, no, I don't want her butt to look small. That's not the point. You know what I mean? Like, she misunderstood.
Right.
And then, like, another time I was sitting with my wife somewhere. It was at a CrossFit event, and she was sitting on my lap. I'm like, damn, your ass got fat. And this lady who was, like, sitting next to me, like, 10 minutes after I said it, I guess she was fuming the whole time. She just went off on me. How dare you say that? Do you know how hard it is to be a woman? And we let her finish. And then my wife goes, hey, man, I'm trying to get a fat ass. Like, I'm fucking lunging and squatting like a maniac. Like, you know what I mean?
There's no way she said it like that.
I don't know how. My wife said it nice.
Trying to get a fat ass.
And I'm just like, wow, this is fucking crazy. So here's the thing. I'm not saying that she's wrong and my wife is right and I'm wrong, right? But that's the thing that people don't understand about what it's like being in the media. Like, Hiller does not give two shits if T is on steroids. Like, truly does not.
No.
He is so impressed with the fact that she's won so many games and her hard work, and I'm not saying she is on steroids. I don't think she is, but he made a post thinking that she is, and she got upset because it doesn't align with how she wants to think about herself, right?
Okay.
She doesn't want to think of it. She doesn't want the world to think, but he thinks if he doesn't care. He thinks it's awesome that she's won the game so many times. He's just making that observation of this is how she did it.
Right.
And so you have this, it's like if someone said to me, dude, your nose is fucking huge and it hurt my feelings.
It is.
And it hurt my feelings, but I don't know that they're really attracted to people with big noses, and or that they think big noses are beautiful. So there's that kind of weird. And so you have these agents out there who have this way of thinking about what's coming out in the media, and it's like, hey, dude, it doesn't like someone thinking that if Ellie Turner has one of the, what are those called? Those what are those dogs? Yeah, if Ellie Turner, thank you. If Ellie Turner has a service dog and someone says, "Oh, that's because she's retarded," like, that's funny. And Ellie should be like, "Yeah, I am retarded. I'd take my lab to fucking Miami." And it's like, it's a win-win for everyone. It's not a
yeah.
There's nothing bad happened.
No, that's cool.
Nothing bad happened at all. Like, just chill. Everyone chill. And if you don't chill, you're gonna get fucking sodomized. Hi.
Hi.
What's up with you? I don't have the camera on today because my battery situation's off.
Yeah.
I'm slipping.
How was it with the Hawaiian?
The dude didn't show up.
He didn't?
Nuh-uh.
And he lost.
I was talking to him last night too.
He lost?
Yeah, he tied the dumpling one time in a draw, and then 2 months later they rematched and he lost. He was such a gracious loser. Did you hear Sean Strickland's speech yesterday when he lost?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
I got my ass beat by the Dutchman. Fuck you. He's a bad dude. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Ari was in this tournament one time and he had to fight this kid. And there's two different kinds of fighting. You fight in the pajamas, and then you fight gi. And then afterwards you fight in no gi. And most kids just do one or the other. They don't do both, but some of the bad kids do both. So Ari does both.
Sure.
And this kid beat him in gi. And he walks off and he goes, he's going to be in no gi and I'm going to beat him.
I did beat him.
I know, and you did beat him.
That's awesome.
No, I only do like no gi.
No, you'll do both. You'll do gi.
No,
and no gi.
he Ronan only does no gi.
Oh, and you beat him then. The next time you beat him again when he only did no gi and you did both. Didn't you? Or no? Am I getting
I think he did gi. No, the first time. That was the first time I ever saw Ronan.
Oh, it was? What's up with you? You sleep good?
And then I beat him.
I
in gi,
just
and then
woke
he
up.
beat me.
You did?
I woke up, got dressed, and came in here.
Oh. Did you say anything to anyone?
2 questions to mom. Stuff like that. Like, where are my clothes?
Why didn't you just go into your bedroom and get them? Easier just to
Because
ask
of my
mom.
foot. I would
Oh.
have to put my boot on and walk all the way over there.
Yeah.
Take my boot off.
How is your
Put
foot?
what?
How is your foot?
It's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did it hurt yesterday?
Um.
Do you ever go a whole day without your toe hurting?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That makes me think it's healing.
Yeah. For
Which do
all
you-
the days it wasn't.
It's easier.
Which do you like better, gi or no gi? Someone wants to know.
It depends. It's like gi. I can like grab more stuff and
I like no-gi better.
do all that. But the gi is also
I'm-
like
I'm better
the
at
gi is
no-gi.
also like when you no gi is it's just more relaxing with the gi on. It's just like okay. It's hard to explain.
I like no gi better because it feels like more real life. Like if you got in a fight in real life, that's what it would be like.
Yeah, the gi is.
Well, also,
It's just
I'm better at no-gi. For some reason, I don't know why.
I don't know because I like them the same.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad you do. Dave Castro interviewed this guy yesterday. Oh my goodness.
Should he be doing that?
I don't know.
No, absolutely not. What the fuck, dude?
Oh my goodness.
He retarded?
What's he doing?
Why? What could happen there that's bad?
Dude, I don't know. He's got a fucking bow string hanging 6 inches from his baby's fucking head.
No, 2 inches.
I don't think this is what Michelle meant when she told me to take Oakley with me to the range.
Yeah.
That's so close to the head.
Is
So
he?
he has a clip and he squeezes it and it releases the bow.
Yeah.
Wait, he's aiming, above the baby's head.
Well,
Imagine he rested it on the baby's head to like hold. Like, just what?
What do people in the comments say? Does he get tore up?
no.
Oh.
No. All right.
This was also 2 years ago.
Oh. So Dave's interviewing affiliates now. I haven't watched any of you.
Nope.
All right. Maybe, Jenny, a maybe only if the baby could reach and grab the bowstring. Oh yeah, that would be.
Oh, that would be.
No way, dude.
Like when the crocodile hunter dude took his daughter into the gator pen with him, he knows what he's doing.
Huh?
Oh, jeez.
What?
Yeah.
I would
Sure.
never take you guys into a
Gator
Zoo.
pen?
a gator pen.
Why?
You get teared apart. That's
yeah.
why.
What if two gators grab you at the same time? One grabs your head and one grabs your feet, and they start. You know how gators roll?
What do you mean?
So when gators attack something, they bite it and then they start rolling.
Oh yeah.
So what if one grabs your head and one grabs your feet and they started rolling in opposite directions and just fucking ripped you in half? That would suck.
Dying like that sucks.
What about a shark pen?
I wouldn't take you into a shark pen either.
No sharks
Oh my
no,
god.
shark. Why not sharks?
No, I wouldn't take you to anything that has it.
Whale shark. Those are nice.
If an animal,
So huge.
Why
Oh my
not shark?
God. If an animal can open its mouth, that's insane, Caleb. If an animal can open its mouth
It's
big
dangerous.
enough to hold your head, I'm not putting you anywhere near it.
Why not?
Sharks?
Sharks are nice.
Sharks. The only reason sharks bite people
Mhm.
is to check things out.
Okay, well, I don't give a fuck what their reason is.
This is a fucking dinosaur, dude.
I know this thing
It's
is a dinosaur. They
Wait,
can't
can I
see
see
it,
it?
dude. Yeah, here, I'll pull it over to this screen. Look at.
Okay.
Look at. Can you see that?
Oh.
What's in there?
Some dead animal.
And who went in there?
Look at. Caleb's gonna play it for you. Look, it's rolling. It grabbed the meat, and now it's rolling. Do you see it rolling? Imagine if that was your head in its mouth.
Hell no.
Are they fast on land?
Hell yeah, dude.
I think
They
they have.
chase you down.
I think they have a really explosive 20-foot range or something.
Why?
Yeah,
Wait,
I was-
why
You know what
do
I mean? Like if you're
alligators
50
attack
feet
us,
away,
though?
I think you're cool. But if you're 20 feet away, I think you're in striking zone. And
Heidi, why do they attack us? I don't get it.
maybe they're hungry. Maybe they feel like they got their girlfriend nearby. Maybe their babies are nearby. I don't know. I don't know why animals do that shit. So
They're
what if
probably
Actually,
scared. They're scared.
alligators-
They're scared.
they're scared.
They're
yeah,
just. We're scared of you. You
Do
should just know
alligators-
that.
Hatch eggs? I think so.
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, eggs. Yeah.
The reptiles.
In the ground, they dig, bury them up, and lay there.
Welcome to the children's section of the show where we talk about reptiles.
Hey, we don't know a lot about you. Like
You're the one that
Damn,
came
look
up
at-
with it.
Look at that
Yeah.
tail.
I see.
No, go to your room.
I'm gonna see.
You can't.
Yeah.
Ari, move, please.
I'm trying to look.
I'm not trying to look.
Hell no.
All right, I'm going to bed. At 1 p.m. So when is the Super Bowl today?
I
don't
think you
know.
said 10 something.
3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
5:30 my time. Yeah, 3:30 your time.
When did the women start getting beat up? the cops-
Usually that's after.
Okay.
Yeah, usually probably around 10 o'clock my time. It's probably at 8 o'clock your time.
Caleb, who do you want to win?
I don't care. Who do you want to win?
Eagles.
Eagles.
I want the
All right.
Eagles to win
I'll go
too.
with the Eagles too then.
Okay, it just
Okay.
became silent for 1
So
second.
Caleb, see if you can find this. I heard Elon spent 40 million of his own money to make commercials that show what Doge is doing, and they're going to play them during the Super Bowl. Is that crazy or what?
40
Oh my
million
God,
for a
you're right.
commercial?
Yeah.
Rumored to spend 40 million on Super Bowl ads exposing government waste found by Doge. That would be incredible.
Dude, these commercials are going to be crazy, dude.
40
Honestly,
million?
I only watch the Super Bowl for the commercials. Only. They're usually in the past 4 years they've been garbage.
That's
So-
what I watch the UFC for, the commercials.
Yeah, the
Nuh-uh.
only when
The
like
UFC?
the good guys are fighting. Only
Like the T-Mobile commercials with
Those are the
the
worst ones.
DEI, the UFC commercials are horrible.
They're fun.
You guys are my kids don't get out much.
fun.
Oh God. Yeah, you guys got to see more commercials, dude.
That's the only commercials I've ever seen, so they're fun.
You can buy Doge apparel now.
No way.
Doja?
Dude, I watched a little short documentary on one of the little 19-year-old kids that's like working in Doge. It was crazy. It was about how he entered a contest there were these, I guess, scrolls they found somewhere, and they were all burnt up and no one could read them because they were so damaged. And he developed a program. And if you could figure out what the scroll said, like you won $100,000 or something. So he spent all his time trying to figure out what those scrolls said and writing programs and developing algorithms and fucking using AI. And he was able to decipher what the scrolls were. He was the coolest, dorkiest kid. It was such an awesome little doc.
Was it like
So
the
awesome.
Dead Sea Scrolls? Probably.
I don't know. I wasn't paying close enough attention. I was more just fixated on the kid. But it was so cool. I'm like, yeah,
He's 19, so he's not a kid, okay?
I'm fine.
I'm just making that clear.
Okay, that's
He's
fine.
a kid. 20 is a kid.
Do you think at 18 like you're gonna be an adult, like you're gonna be able to like not do what I say?
Suddenly an
What
adult.
you say.
Okay, good job. I was about to.
Ugh,
But I'm gonna do a little something that
in
I
3
wasn't
months, I'll
able
stop
to
doing
not
what
do
you
when I
say.
was a kid.
3 months when your
Yeah.
toes better.
Yeah. Hey, no, not when that. That's gonna be better. Like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny to see fake news all day. Big balls. Oh, that's the kid's name. That's the kid's name. Like that's his like code. Big balls.
Hey,
Is
stop making fun
on
of
some
me.
on like Facebook or something. That's
Okay,
Avi.
that's-
That's Avi doing that. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I
Yeah.
used to do that.
We should stop immediately.
Okay. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna work out.
I
I'm-
hate when you work out.
Why?
I want to spend time with you.
I know we will. So I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna work out. Then I'm gonna do the Glinton Things podcast, and then I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Can we go out? Can we go to like the point where you run wheels or something?
Yeah, we
I
can do that.
can't do that.
You could ride the one wheel with your boot.
No, I
Oh.
can't.
Why not?
This thing's off balance. I can't even go on a balance beam with.
Oh,
All right. Thanks, Caleb. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do a if the Super
Come on.
Bowl is
stay home.
I don't know. Maybe the last quarter of the Super Bowl we'll go
I
live
wanna
and watch
play
it
with
together.
someone.
Something.
Okay, you can play with Joey. He'll be asleep. You can
Thanks,
mess with
Caleb.
him.
Sure.
Thanks, Mike McCaskey.
Thanks, Caleb.
Don't forget Paper Street Coffee. Head over there and make your order now. Paper Street Coffee. Go over there. If the Chiefs win, however much money you make in your order, you'll receive a gift card of the same amount in your order.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.